it's the Hunter Hoffman back with another insane video! So today we'll be replacing the cabin air filter of the M2. Is it necessary considering the mileage of the car? Probably not. Do I enjoy doing it and making a video of it? Hell yeah, so let's get to it! Alright, so you'll be needing a new OEM cabin air filter, a socket wrench, a 10mm socket, and a T20 Torx bit. Alright, so first up we're going to move the seat back and remove the floor mat to create some space. Then we're going to remove these two 10mm bolts. So then we're going to remove this panel. Simply wedge your fingers in there and carefully pull downwards to undo the tabs. Then carefully slide the panel towards you to remove it all together. Then make sure you disconnect the Footwell light as well. Remove the panel from the car. This will allow access to the cabin air filter housing, which is held in place by two T20 Torx bolts, which we shall now remove. Now we'll be able to open up the air cabin filter housing by undoing the free tabs, freeing up the air cabin filter. Simply slide it out and be aware of dirt and debris falling down. As you can see here, the old one is quite dirty and was definitely due to be replaced. What's interesting is that the old one has the airflow pointing towards the back of the car, whereas the manual of the new one says that it's supposed to point towards the front of the car. It makes me wonder if the old one was installed incorrectly. Anyway, we're going to install the new one according to the manual and have the arrows point towards the front of the car. Simply pop it in and slide it up. Then close the air cabin filter housing by putting the cover back on and make sure the tabs click into place. Then screw the two Torx bolts back in. So now we're going to go ahead and put the panel back in the car. Then we're going to reconnect the Footwell light. Note the little protruding piece of trim on the left and make sure it tucks behind the adjacent panel. This is a bit tricky, so here's a picture of the piece of trim. And here's a picture once it's tucked away behind the adjacent panel. Besides this piece of trim, it's important to have the other tabs lined up properly as well. This is the tab on the left, this is the tab on the back of the panel, and finally this is the tab on the right of the panel. So once you have everything aligned, the panel simply pops back in. This is what it then should look like before screwing back in the two 10mm bolts.
So that's it. We're gonna put back in the floor mat and move the seat back to its original position. So finally, I'll be updating the service history of the car myself, on which I did a video earlier. Click the link on the screen to go ahead and check that out.
Alright, so earlier I mentioned that replacing the cabin air filter was probably not necessary. Guess I was dead wrong considering how dirty it was. Guys, thank you so much for watching. The channel is growing like crazy. It's insane. I literally can't keep up with all the new subscribers. It's truly a dream coming true. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Peace.